Hello there guys and welcome back to the EAFC 26 Sheffield Wednesday career mode here on the channel and the finale of season 2. In today's episode we finish the league season and of course have that FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea. This should be very exciting. As you just saw there, we accepted an offer for Max Lowe, and he has officially now accepted that. He wanted out, and I wasn't getting my way with negotiations in the past, so we just went ahead and accepted that offer, and it's the most we could get in the end. So without any further delay, let's get into the episode. And we start off against Wolves in the Championship. Still without Ingleson, he's still out injured. Our club captain, not injured, sorry, he's ill. He's contracted some foul disease that has led him to miss the last 3 games, which has not been very great. But anyway, as I said, we get started against Wolves. And in a game that could really shake up the standings at the top, we would be the side to get the breakthrough in the 80th minute with Bailey Cadamartri firing it beyond the goalkeeper, and we would take the lead. I don't think it's deserved. I don't think anyone deserved to win this game, because when I tell you I don't think there was a chance prior to this, I mean it. This was possibly the worst game of football I've ever witnessed. First chance of the game, Cadamartri fires it home, and we take the lead with 10 to play. And Wolves would get the final chance of the game. They would put pressure on us till the end. It would be pulled back to Doyle, the former Blade, and he fires his shot at Pierce Charles, and that is that. Ladies and gentlemen, a 1-0 win at home against one of the better sides in the league. And that, I think, does cause a real shake-up at the top. I think that knocks them out the playoffs. I cannot quite remember. But still a long way to go for them. We, at this point, I am starting to feel, are also pretty safe, to be fair. Big win though. Big win against one of the better sides in the division. And it gives me hope for next season, that's for definite. And we would then face off against Wrexham in the second game of the episode, away from home at the racecourse. And we would, before kick-off, be given the huge boost that Savante Ingleson has recovered from the plague and is available for selection again. And after a really poor moment from the Wrexham defender, Charlie McNeil would get away from the defenders, and our top scorer would fire towards goal, saved by the keeper. But there is Cadamartri, who gets his second of the episode, second in 2 games, and we take the lead 25 minutes into the game. And yeah, McNeil has been poor recently. He's not really scoring chances he normally buries, but that doesn't bother me because Cadamartri is there, and rebounds on this game are overpowered. And into the second half, I thought McNeil would make me eat my words. A shot from the edge of the box, saved by the keeper. Unfortunately though, McNeil would follow up, but he was offside when the initial shot took place, so it remains 1-0. And then 64th minute of the game, Cadamartri forward. He would put the ball across, looking for McNeil. He wouldn't win the header, but Tony Frugg would win the seconds and header the ball into the net. And it's 2-0 to the Owls, and surely 3 points away at Wrexham for the second season running. Brilliant little ball, in fairness, from Cadamartri. McNeil can't really do much. It's a good little battle for the ball. And once again, like I said, seconds this season, this game cycle, are just overpowered, really overpowered, and Tony Frugg really on form this season. And McNeil, after being denied a goal early by the keeper and then a goal disallowed for offside. He would fire the ball into the top corner, and he would get his goal. He races over to the Wednesday fans to celebrate. And Charlie McNeil, again, makes me eat my words. He's terrible normally at one-on-ones, but he actually, from a more difficult angle than the one he missed earlier, thumps one into the top corner. And that is 3 goals, 3 points. And, well, I don't think we were going anywhere. I don't think we were going down ever. But that just confirms we will be in the Championship next season. And we do achieve our mid-table goal. I was actually quite amazed to see that we kept a clean sheet against Wolves. And right as it looks like we're about to get one for the second game running against Wrexham, former Sheffield United man Kiefer Moore has other plans, and he thumped one into the top corner. Doesn't matter though, we're still going to win this game. In fact, that would indeed be the last kick of the game, as straight from kick-off the referee would call full time. And 4 of my players just did the same celebration in sync. And I am also celebrating the fact that we have 2 from 2 on a really good run of form. Shame it's come right at the end of the season when we don't really need it. Although we kind of do need it, ensure we stay up, but it's not important for a playoff push or anything like it could have been if it was earlier on in the season. But full time at Wrexham. Wrexham 1, Wednesday 3. Now, I was actually going to do an exclusive episode for the Chelsea game, but I didn't realise it was so soon. I thought it was the penultimate game of the season, but it's not. It's actually the 3rd or 4th to last game of the season. So we are actually going to be playing it in this episode. So yeah, it won't be a live com, but I'll try and do it like I did with the previous episode. Sorry, with was it Bristol City we had in the last round, where I technically live commed it, even though it was post com. I enjoyed every second of it. But yeah, so that's why it's not getting its own separate episode. If I did time each episode a bit better, then maybe we would have had the chance to play this semi-final as a live com, as a whole episode. But anyway, let's just get into the game. So here we go then. This could get interesting. We have the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Chelsea. This is a all hands on deck game. We have the best squad we have available going out there today. We only have 1 player below the rating of 60, which was Olaf Kabatsky, and on top of that we have recalled Max Lowe to the squad because he's higher rated than the centre backs in the rest of the squad. I have actually frozen Lowe out since he left the club. I haven't played him for a few games now. So he does get recalled to the starting 11 for rating purposes only. So yeah, what can we do against Chelsea at Wembley Stadium? Here we go. So, as for our lineup, Charles in goal, Lowe, Montez, Bernard at the back. We have Kabatsky, Mensah, Ingelsson, Valerie in midfield, and then Farouk in behind the 2 strikers of Cadamartri and McNeil, with the bench being Bannan, Hyole, Avicii, Benedetti, Lowe, Baberi and Ndukwe. As for Chelsea then, they go with Meret in goal, Hato, Chalobah, Colwell and Rateo in the middle, Tuchuameni and Caicedo in the middle, Gonzalez, Palmer and Neto out wide with Liam Delap through the middle. So let's get into this game. Come on, Wednesday. Farouk then sends the ball looking for Olaf Kabatsky. Kabatsky has space on the left. Kabatsky cuts inside and then gets a strike away over the bar. So unlucky from Olaf Kabatsky. Brilliant bit of play there from Farouk. Brilliant run by Kabatsky. And All he needed to do was keep his shot down and on target, and we had a chance there of getting the first goal of the game. 17 gone. Chelsea then looking to get their first chance of the game. Palmer into Tchouaméni. Out wide. Now Gonzalez into the area. Wednesday will get it away with Lowe. It's up in the air. Here's Palmer again. Palmer. What will he do with the ball here? Palmer's still got it. Wednesday needs to be careful in the middle. Ball into the area. What a save by Charles. Brilliant save from close range. The header from the Chelsea man there, I'm not sure who it is, in the middle. Pierce Charles. Brilliant save. Little to no time to react at all. And it will be a corner to Chelsea. Fruck now in the middle. Brilliant run here. He gets past the interest of Chalobah. Fruck. He's got McNeil in the middle. He finds him. McNeil! 1-0 Wednesday. In the FA Cup semi-final. Absolutely no chance for the keeper. Brilliant build-up play. Brilliant run by Fruck. Brilliant little ball into McNeil, who couldn't miss from close range. No chance for the keeper. It's Chelsea 0, Wednesday 1 at Wembley Stadium. So here we go then for the second 45 minutes. What can Wednesday do early on? Kabatsky gives the ball away here, and Chelsea will gain possession back early on here and will look to come forward. Here, Neto into Palmer. Palmer. Wednesday give it away cheaply there with Montez, and it's still not completely away. Montez then gives it away again, and it's 1-1. And it's Cole Palmer with the goal. A disastrous start to the second half. Really poor from Cesar Montez. He should just get the ball away, but he turns back. And Palmer is waiting to pounce, and he puts it beyond Pierce Charles, who has no chance this time. And just like that, it's Chelsea 1, Wednesday 1. And this FA Cup semi-final is back on. Wednesday. Can they respond here? Quickly, Valerie. With all the space. He's got McNeil in the middle. McNeil with the strike! Saved by the keeper. Wednesday almost go down the other end and retake the lead, but it's a brilliant save by the Chelsea keeper to keep the scores level. Brilliant start to this second 45 minutes as Fruck will send the corner in. It's headed away and then fully cleared by Chelsea. Now Chelsea come forward again. It's Palmer. Wednesday back off. It's Palmer. It's 2-1. Chelsea lead in the FA Cup semi-final. Cole Palmer gets his second. Wednesday back off and give Palmer all the space in the world, and that's something you can't do in football, is give a player of Cole Palmer's quality that much space, and he fires it beyond Charles, who maybe could do better. It almost seems straight at him. But Chelsea have the lead. It's Wednesday 1, Chelsea 2. And just like that, moments into the second 45 minutes, is the final dream over already? That dream that we dared to have after the first 45 minutes. Here come Chelsea again. It's with Palmer. Palmer to Tchouaméni into Neto. Neto strike goes wide. It'll be a goal kick. And here come Chelsea again. It's been all them in this second 45 minutes. It's Palmer. Palmer into Neto. Neto pulls the ball across. There's the lap. Saved by Charles, and he will get the rebound. Real let off again though for Wednesday. They're riding the luck here. We need to get back in control of this game. Here come Chelsea again. Palmer on a hat-trick. Into the area. Low with the tackle. It's a penalty. Mike Slow back in the fold. He's been frozen out ever since he decided he wanted the move away. and he's the one who concedes the penalty. So Palmer then to finish the game and get his hat-trick against Piers Charles. Left-footed it will be from Cole Palmer, saved by Charles. Piers Charles saves. Wednesday handed a lifeline into the area, headed away. Now Valerie into Lowe. Now Palmer on the edge. Palmer tries to sneak it through, but Wednesday will get it away. And can they counter now? It's with Jan Valerie. Can we have our very own Deeney moment here? Valerie into McNeil. McNeil, he's got Kabatsky out wide. Kabatsky tries to drill it across, but it's blocked off. And well, there goes that chance for Wednesday, but we're not out of it yet. We've won it back actually. Here is Fruk. Fruk miscontrols, and the referee has pulled the play back here for a free kick to Wednesday. Fruk takes it quick, goes back to Lowe. Lowe back to Fruk. Valerie has the interests of other players. Now here's Mensah. Mensah can't get it under control, and Chelsea get it away, and that once again has gone away from Wednesday. Given away way too cheaply though. Now here come Chelsea. Joao Pedro. Pedro into the area. Cuts on the inside. Drills the ball across. Probably should do much better there. Here's Hato. Hato. Ball into the area, and there's a strike. And this hat-trick seems to be evading Cole Palmer. He has to do so much better with that. And it's a huge let off for Wednesday, as Chelsea almost finish this game here. There will be 4 minutes of added time though, so can we steal an equaliser? The goal has to come now for Wednesday, but they have to defend first and foremost. Estevao. Caicedo. Chelsea are just looking to play this game out here. We have to get possession back and fast and get down the other end. Here's Ingelsson. He gives the ball straight away though. We need to win it back. Here's Lowe. Lowe can't keep it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it'll be that as Palmer parades forward. Now Tuchumeni with the strike at Charles. It's saved by Piers Charles. But that is it. We will not get a chance to get a breakaway. And Chelsea will return to Wembley after the season ends to play the FA Cup final. What could have been the absolute dream of an FA Cup final after McNeil gave us the lead early on, but 2 Cole Palmer goals in the second half and some really poor play full stop from us has ended our hopes and our dreams. Full time at Wembley, Wednesday 1, Chelsea 2. We would then start and eventually sim, because I was supposed to sim, the game against Brentford, and we would lose for the first time in a while. But it's not a bad result, a 3-2 loss. I will take that against one of the better sides in the league. And that then would pave way for the final game of the season, where we would take on Derby County at Hillsborough. And yeah, it was a pretty actually rotated side that I put out there. And there was only ever going to be one man who I was going to allow to captain this team this afternoon. For the final time, it's still weird seeing him in a Wednesday shirt in this career mode, because obviously we didn't do what Wednesday did in real life and sell him off. But for the final time in his career, Barry Bannan will take to the field. The story will be he will stay on as a coaching staff member, but he is now heading off to his retirement. The worst defensive team in the league. Jeez Louise, over 108 goals conceded. Oh no. But yeah, like I said, rotated side. Bannan as the captain. Maxwell will play his final game for the club. So yeah, let's get into the game. First chance of the game then would fall to Derby. Morris with the strike, saved by our backup goalkeeper. Our first chance of the game then would see Charlie McNeil sent through by Jamal Lowe. He would run in one-on-one, and I'll be so honest, Avicii would have his shot saved, and then McNeil would follow up, but I'll be so honest, you'll see it a lot. I'm trying to get Bannan to score. I really wanted Bannan to score, and I was trying my hardest to make that happen. So that's why I didn't just take the shot on with McNeil and I cut back, because I wanted to see if Bannan could arrive and get the shot, but unfortunately not. Avicii would be the one to score the goal and give us a 1-0 lead. But with our second chance of the game, the chance would actually arrive. Bannan's strike, saved by the keeper. We would eventually play the ball back into his path, and somehow Zetterstrom gets down and makes an insane low save to deny Barry Bannan his goal. Into the second half then, Benedetti would win the ball back in midfield. He cut the ball back into Avicii. He would fire his shot just wide of the target, but a brilliant little bit of play there from Wednesday. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. 81st minute. Barry Bannan, to a standing ovation, would leave the field for the final time as a football player. Svante Ingolson, the captain of the club, would come on to replace him. Even I was on my feet clapping, and he's been an even bigger servant to the club than he was in real life in this game as well, as he's led the team for a further season and a half in comparison to real life. And Baz, if you do fancy coming back next season in real life, feel free. Barry Bannan and League One just really mix well together. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be that for Season 2 of the Sheffield Wednesday Career Mode, finishing it off with a 1-0 win against Derby County to cement our place in upper mid-table and finish a really strong end to the season, and hopefully give us a chance to push on in the next 12 months. But anyway, that is it for the season. As we finish off then, we go and check the stats for the season. We would finish with the highest appearance maker being Charlie McNeil with 50, and unsurprisingly, you will see in a second, he is also the club's top goal scorer for the season, then followed by Lowe and Tony Fruk. Two players who've been absolutely incredible this season, as well as Charlie McNeil. I do believe this will be one of Lowe's last seasons at the club as well. On to the assists. Tony Fruk will get the highest assist for the season, followed by Jan Valery of all people, and then Jamal Lowe. And yeah, so as for player of the season, I would like to award my player of the season to Tony Fruk. He has been absolutely instrumental to our season this year. 15 goals, 19 assists, and I would be delighted to see him around next season and beyond. It'd be nice to build our team around him. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for Season 2. If you did enjoy it, then please make sure you like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload in the series and the start of Season 3. But for now, I will see you in the next one, which will be probably next week because I'm going away. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.